dude, a woman might be less interested in having sex than the man, right? She might be less interested in him.
Now, you just mentioned Gabrielle Union.
Yeah.
That's the actress who's married to Dwayne
Yeah,
Wade.
yeah, Dwayne Wade, yeah, my bad.
And they just had this whole conversation about they split the bills at the house. Just being a gentleman and who you are, you splitting the bills with your woman, or is as a man, I'll take care of everything when it comes to that?
Well, the way the game would go is the woman would give all the money and then the man would handle all the business. That's how it used to be in the pimp game. And I think that the reason why is because I always tell the bride, I say, okay, you want to split the money? We can split the money, but if you go to jail, you know what I'm saying, I'm gonna split the bail too. So if your bail 10,000, I'm only gonna give you 5,000 on your bail. They usually be like, nah, I want you to get me out of jail. Okay, well, if you want me to get you out of jail, then somebody got to be the manager. Some women, they just get mismanagement. They get damagement and not management, They get their money to a fixed up garbage can. But, if a dude really good with money, he gonna make sure that broad credit straight. He gonna make sure that she got a whip and she got her own spot. He gonna take care of his business if he really good at it. But she don't need him to take care of her business. I think that's just a trade off. A lot of times, women don't need a pimp. You know what I mean? I tell women that all the time because the women get the money first. The pimp don't see the money till after she come home.
Was the pimp supposed to be like security though?
No, how you gonna secure it? You can't secure a woman if she out there on a date and the chick get to beating up. Prostitutes get killed all the time. You can't secure it. Only thing you can secure a woman with is knowledge. So if I'm dealing with a woman and she out there, she hoeing, I'm gonna tell her to put a razor blade up on her wig. You know what I'm saying? So if a trick get her in a compromised situation, I said, don't cut his throat or neck, cut his eyes, so the blood gonna blind him. You know what I'm saying? Just stuff like that you gotta teach him. You know what I mean? Like keep it raised under your tongue. You know what I'm saying? If you date a trick, always date a trick in a nice hotel. You know what I'm saying? Don't go in no alleys. You know what I mean? Just certain things that you got to give them as game in order to prevent them from being caught up. Because some women, they get loose. They'll see an old white man with a suit on and he looking square and they don't know he's a serial killer. You know what I'm saying? I mean? And they can easily, and you got to inculcate that in them and constantly tell them like security first, because I can't help you because I'm not there. I can't turn the date with you in the trick. You know what I mean? So, a lot of dudes, they get a bras game. And then when the women go out the door, they got enough knowledge and wisdom and understanding to know not to get caught up.
I got two more questions. There's a conversation right now floating online about best friends, like particularly women that have male best friends. Mm-hmm. There was a situation where I saw a gentleman express that he, or this woman was saying that his dude broke up with her because she had a male best friend. Is that a red flag if I'm dating a woman?
Yeah, because if a woman tell you, if she said, I'm not dating, but I got friends, that just means but, I'm just, I mean, I'm not claiming I'm whoever I want to, when I want to, and you can, and that's just game, you know what I'm saying? That's their new game now. Usually a woman say, no, I don't have a man. No, I got friends, you know what I'm saying? Friends mean they that's just another way of saying I'm fucking who I want to fuck.
Let's say, for the scenario of saying it, let's say she not. We know she not, but she hanging out with this dude. They going, they kick it every now and then, and that's like her bestie.
Yeah, well, I seen that too. You know what I'm saying? I know that that's possible, but I was looking at it from a different perspective. I thought you said if a woman say, you got a man, she said, I got friends. That's what I was talking about. A woman having a friend.
A male best friend.
I think that that's possible, but how that generally happens. You know what generally happens in that situation. They end up being in a relationship, you know what I'm saying? And then she get mad. She say, I hate that I dated this nigga. I gave this nigga some because now we ain't as cool as we used to be. You know what I'm saying? And I'm pretty sure every woman got that story. Because, if you're around somebody, that person grow on you, you know what I'm saying? And then when you're in your most vulnerable, you're in a relationship, say she in a relationship outside that bestie or outside that friend, that's who she confiding with. And when she confide in him, one day she gonna come in, she gonna lay on his shoulder, and as a man, he gonna make his move. You know what I'm saying? And that's gonna happen. I've seen it so many times. My daughter now talking about they got best friends. Next thing you know, they dating a nigga. You know what I'm saying? It's like, I see this, I got sisters, I've been around women all my life. I see all type of bullshit, You know what I'm saying? But, yeah, it's possible. I see a lot of women, have I wouldn't say homosexual, have gay men as their friends. I see that a lot, you know what I mean? I think that, in those scenarios, they probably feel more comfortable because they know that this guy, is not really trying to,
Don't test them.
test them, you know what I'm saying? But then, the average dude, man, you know what I'm saying? If he a man, he got a beautiful lady around him. I mean, I don't know how long he can say that's his friend,
Yeah, I think that's the big debate too. Can women and men be friends? I think women can be our friends and just like, keep it as that. But I think any man in the back of their head, they like, if
I
given
got a
opportunity.
situation, one lady, she said, dude was her friend, right? And, I know this lady and I know this dude. And so she drinks, he drank, and when he explained to it, he was over there and they was just bullshitting and they had sex, but it didn't mean nothing. So I know this dude, you know what I'm saying? He's slick, he clever. So he probably got her drunk intentionally and he created this scenario for himself. You know what I'm saying? And then, dude, a woman might be less interested in having sex than the man, right? She might be less interested in him. But niggas over time, if they got some game, they gonna get in those panties. You know what I'm saying? They gonna finesse their way into those panties. You know what I'm saying? Over a period of time, they gonna do all this shit. You know what I'm saying? She just gonna become emotionally connected. And it just like I said, what we call defining moments. When that defining moment comes, it's gonna happen. It might not be what they expected. It might not be all that, or it might just be, a guilty thing afterwards. But it's gonna happen. But not all situations. There are exceptions to every rule. You know what I'm saying? Everybody is not gonna be, trying to. Some guys might, might not. There might be a mother figure. It might be a sister figure. To. So I'm not. Don't quote me this meaning that this is in all scenarios. In everything, there's some exceptions. Just like you said, some pimps do with trans earlier. It might be some exceptions. It might be a bunch of them who do. I just don't know none. You know what I'm saying? So everything I'm saying is not written in stone. It's just my philosophy, my opinion, which it is subject to change. You know what I'm saying? Because something can happen that would debunk what I said.